Okay, so I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna do a what I eat in a day today. I'm at home today. I'm gonna do tidying up this morning. Then I'm gonna do some homework this afternoon. Guy and my partner off for a bicycle ride this afternoon. So just me and my son, and we'll get some homework done and some invoices done. We're all very busy at the moment, but I feel a little bit more in control of it all. So I thought I'd do a video today. So I'm going to have 40 grams of porridge oats, and then I'm just going to add some water to this. Hang on, I'll pause here and then I'll show you what I've added. So I've just put a bit of water in there, just enough just to cover it, and then I'm going to add some ginger and cinnamon, and I think it's just ginger and cinnamon actually, and also I'm going to add some of this green stuff. I'll show you. And then I'm also going to add like a tiny scrap of this, maybe like just the tip of a teaspoon. It's Naturalia Blends Organic Greens. I've no idea what it's going to give me, because it says here nutritional value per 100 grams, and down the end it's like vitamin C 21 milligrams, 26, and 100 grams is the whole thing. No one's got the whole thing in one go, so I don't really understand how much this is actually giving me, but either I'm reading it wrong or I don't know, just don't get it. But we bought it now, so I may as well use it up. So it's around, you're supposed to use about 10 grams per serving. 1 teaspoon is 5 grams it says, but of course 1 teaspoon isn't 5 grams because it's incredibly light. So when I put a teaspoon in it, it was about 1 gram. So I've just been using the tip of a teaspoon and calling that, it's worked out about, for 5 grams, it's working out about 1 sin, so it's ever so lower than that. So I've just been counting half a sin when I put in a tip of a teaspoon. Yeah, so I'm just going to put a little tip of a teaspoon in that. So I'll just sprinkle just the tip of a teaspoon in that. So now I'm going to microwave this first, just to get the oats plumped. And then I'm going to add my frozen fruits. At the moment I'm using up some leftover frozen fruits from the freezer, but also I've also got some blueberries and raspberries. And also I've got some frozen apples. So I'm going to apple in the freezer that I'm going to, like from when we did our mammoth kind of freezing from our little apple tree we got outside. So I'm going to chip off some bits of that and have that as kind of like on topping of my porridge. I don't know what it's going to be like, because I'm obviously going to heat up fruit. I never know what to do with it, from frozen to cooked. It's probably supposed to be a healthy extra B, but I don't really know how else to really do it in a quick thing. I don't really want to let it defrost overnight, the fruit, just in case I don't fancy that particular fruit, and then it'll go mouldy. So it's easy just to defrost it in the microwave. I try and make it so it's not completely utterly, proper stewed. I try and make it so that the microwave is just warming it through until it's just tepid, literally just off frozen. But I've done that for ages, and for pretty much throughout my time on Slimming World, so it hasn't seemed to affect my weight loss terribly. Oh, and yesterday, I haven't weighed myself this morning. Yesterday I weighed 10 stone 6.4. I'm going to microwave this, and then I'll show you what's next. So I've got this big old giant bag of frozen apples that I've just chipped some off. I've got some in there. I'm going to put some more in there, but I just thought I'd let you know in the moment. I'll just chip some more of that off. Okay, so I've also got some frozen raspberries there. The frozen raspberries, a little while back, I used to do this thing whereby if I had soft fruits and they were starting to go slightly, I put them straight away into the freezer instead of kind of, you can tell when they're about to go, can't you, when they're starting to go a bit furry. Well, no, before they go a bit furry, you can still start to tell whether they're going to start to get furry soon. So I just put them straight in the freezer. So this is just like a couple of, it's just a little tiny handful of raspberries that were frozen. That I am now just using up. So I'm going to put this in the microwave for 1 minute, and then that'll just soften it all a little bit. And then I'm going to put some almond milk over the top. So this has gone in for 2 minutes now.
This is your...
Okay, that's that done with. So this has been in for 2 minutes, and everything, some bits in here is still frozen, but some bits are on through. So what I do is just give it a little stir, and then let the sort of heat of it kind of ambiently defrost the other few bits, so that it's not completely utterly stewed, if you know what I mean. And you can still tell that the apples are quite still shaped. The raspberries obviously have gone into tiny bits, but they're quite delicate little things anyway, aren't they? So so what I'm going to do, top this up with almond milk, and then I will eat it. Yeah, see you in a bit. And so I've got rooibos and almond milk. Okay, so I just got caught out with this chocolate. I've written his name on it now, but that was open before and no lid on it. So it's just these little broken up bits of Easter eggs. So I've had like, I think I had like a little not a handful, like a little pinch. So I'm going to have to count maybe 3 sins for that. But it's got the name on it, and Gaia's got her name on it as well. So they're done. And I'm cooking some of this for my lunch. We got leftovers.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
so we've got
10, 11,
spaghetti.
12,
Can you tell me the
14.
vegetables that are in there? Can you recognise anyone?
No.
Got spaghetti, pasta,
Well, spaghetti's a fruit.
spaghetti.
And sweet corn's a fruit.
And what else?
I also see some sweet corn.
Yeah, sweet corn and courgette and mushrooms and everything.
I don't
It's all
see a
leftovers, everything all
mushroom.
mixed together.
I don't see a mushroom.
So that means 3.5 cents.
I want to see a mushroom.
I think it's there. I think that's the mushroom.
Okay.
We've got 3.5 sins. 1 healthy extra bit. You ready? You're gonna
Make it
press
tiny.
Ben, you have to press the square button to take it away.
Where?
This one. So see you in a bit. Hello. So I am just sitting down and I'm going to do some homework. I've got 1.5 units to finish for Tuesday. I'm going to I've also got invoices to finish for tomorrow, when we're going to do our stock take, or start to do our stock take. And there's still some paper invoices that I've still got to input into the spreadsheet tomorrow anyway, but I'm going to do all the digital stuff, all the digital invoices, so that's achieved. So at least tomorrow I can do the paper ones at the same time as we're doing the stock take. So it's all been a bit stressful recently, obviously, kind of not having the car anymore and making everything a bit more harder and such, and it's all been quite tough. So it's good. It's a good tough in terms of it feels better than kind of not having anything to do, but it takes its toll on kind of my sort of sense of control. So today's the first day I've felt like I can do a video, if you know what I mean, because I felt like I've got some sense of control over how I'm eating and what I'm eating. It's been totally fine. I've been quite on plan in terms of my meals, and then it's just the not planning ahead for difficulties, and just all it hasn't completely lost it. I haven't completely lost it, which is why I'm still 10 stone 6.4. So it's not, but it's not as controlled as I'd like. So my challenges coming up for this afternoon are going to be kind of a bit of boredom in terms of I'm going to sit down now for. Basically, I've got the house to myself just now because my daughter and my partner gone out for a bike ride, and they went over to my partner's mum's house, and she said that Benjamin could be come and picked up. So my partner's just come and picked Benjamin up in her car, and he's gone over there for the afternoon. So I actually have the house entirely to myself, in which I can finish my units, which I'll do those as a priority, and then I'll do my invoices, because the invoices I can do quite late at night. That's not really a big deal if I need to do them later once the kids gone to bed. So it's good in a way. I'll be in the house by myself, but on the other hand, I might get tempted if I'm getting a bit sort of fed up, but it'll be a lot easier because I've got no kids, so I can just kind of listen to music or something. So I've got decaffeinated, no I haven't got decaffeinated coffee. I've got Rooibos and almond milk, so I've been drinking that recently just to help myself kind of wean off the concept of coffee and decaffeinated coffee. My foot, so I might have already said this before, but and it's probably TMI, but basically when I'm on my period, which I am now, my varicose veins flare up. So I have on my bottom of my right foot, I have where my ankle, like sort of the bottom of my shin, where my ankle and shin meet, or the side of my shin, I have a large selection of varicose veins. And weirdly enough, whenever I'm on my period, they flare up, so it was quite stingy. And I think it must be there must be a reason why that happens. It must be kind of loosening of parts or whatever. So I've got my varicose vein sock on, but the reason why I'm saying that is because it's just like an added uncomfortableness. I'm just sitting at the kitchen table at the moment. I've got like my foot underneath, and I've got it under a chair, got my foot up as I'm doing my homework, just because it's a lot easier to obviously my foot's elevated and it's less uncomfortable. So I should be okay for this afternoon. Everything's set in place that will allow me not to bolster eat, because that's the thing that's been recently, the struggle I've had is the bolster eating, which has been my struggle all the way along really. But it's been manageable, it's been okay, but I'm looking forward to being just kind of back on plan, as it were. I'm counting everything and everything being as it should be. But yeah, it's just all a bit stressful at the moment. Okay, so at the moment I'm on 1 Healthy Extra B, and 3.5 Sins, and the rest of it's been free food. So I will let you know what I eat next. Just thought I'd let you know kind of where my emotional head is. Oh, and also with my dinner I had grapes with it, mixed in grapes with it, just for a little bit of something different in there. So yeah, just trying to explain to you where I am mentally, so that it helps me just try and organise all my thoughts in my brain. Okay then, I'll better crack on with my homework now, so I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, just had Healthy Extra B of walnuts. I'm struggling because my computer needs updating. I thought it had already updated. I have to add in like extra memory cards in order for it to update properly because my laptop hasn't got enough memory in itself to be able to update by itself. It needs extra memory to be able to do it. I thought I'd managed to do it, but obviously it hasn't. So I've been faffing around with trying to get that doing. Just restarting at the moment. I'm hoping it'll kind of kickstart it into it to be able to update itself. I've got a bit of a sore throat today, and I'm going to make myself another hot drink, but I'm struggling today on keeping it together in terms of bolster eating. So just had some nuts. I'm going to make myself another hot drink and just see if I can kind of keep it together. I'm not going to beat myself up if I can't quite keep it together, because it has been tough over this last patch. So I'm under no illusions that it's still being tough. But yeah, so far I'm on 2 healthy extra Bs and 3.5 sins, and I'm going to have another hot drink. See you later. Okay, so I ate Benjamin's leftover peanut butter and banana sandwich he had earlier. Wrapped it up in tin foil in order for him to have it when he got back. But I just thought he's not going to eat it when he gets back, and so I ate that through bolster eating. It was a quarter of a sandwich and had peanut butter in it and a banana, so I'm going to allow about 5 sins for that. That's about 8.5 sins so far today, I think, and let's see how I go. It's going to be a yeah, it's tough. It's just going to be tough, but I've got a rooibos here and it's almond milk, and my updates seem to be working successfully. So I'm going to try and do some homework at the same time as it's updating, because sometimes when you use the computer at the same time as it's doing something else, it kind of pauses it all, doesn't it? So I'm going to start and see if it's going to work. See you later. Okay, yeah, so I've made a good start on my homework, so I'm really happy about that. I've now only got 2 little questions to go before I've finished my second unit, which is really good, because I've got to finish 3 units by Tuesday, and the 2 units, I'm about to finish one of the second units, they're quite big ones, and the other 2 are quite small, so I'm really hopeful I'll be able to finish 3 units. I decided I'm going to take some paracetamol because my throat is very sore and my brain is thinking about comfort foods and trying to bolster, but I think I may as well take some paracetamol because that will help my throat and it will help my, I feel like a bit run down, if you know what I mean. So I thought, well, that's what paracetamol's there for, isn't it? For that bit where you're starting to feel like, you know, glandy, as it were. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to make myself another hot drink, and then I'm going to carry on. See you later. Hiya. I realise that's very close to tipping up. Right, okay, so I am going to have some dinner now. It's about 4:10, and I don't feel hot enough. So, all leftovers again, so it's leftover chilli, leftover curry, leftover pasta, leftover spaghetti, and that's the last bit of the leftovers. I'm nearly done my unit, nearly there, the updates are nearly done, so I think paracetamol was a good idea because it just feels a lot better around there. And I'm going to eat this food, so I'm just going to have a quick break. I'll eat my food and then I'll have another go. It's about 4:20. So I think they're going to come back at about 6. So I've got about an hour and a half, thereabouts. So yeah, just see what I can get done. See you later. Okay, so I've eaten my meal and now I'm just going to have a couple of easy peelers, and mandarins, and a couple of bunches of grapes, and another rooibos with almond milk. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, so done pretty well. I'm now, I've just taken another paracetamol just to help my throat, and I finished my unit, so I'm just going to do one of the smaller units ready for Tuesday. I had, when my daughter returned home, she brought some sweets with her, and I had one of the sweets, so that's about 1 sin, so I'm about 9.5 sins today. I think I'm relatively safe now, because all I've got to do now is sort of ride the evening out. I can do that via hot drinks. I'm hungry, and I've done my 2 healthy extra Bs and 9.5 sins, so I have to think about what I'm going to have to eat, free food wise. And I think, I don't know how hungry I am exactly. I'm sort of thinking whether it's worthwhile doing a jacket potato, because they're quite filling, and I could do a potato and some beans and a bit of salad, because I have a fair amount of cucumber and celery and lettuce, and I'm a bit annoyed because the broccoli in Sainsbury's is 25. Yeah, so I've got this broccoli I used for, I got this, I didn't mean to buy this broccoli because this broccoli was more expensive than this 25p broccoli, because they got it reduced, so I was a bit annoyed with myself because I didn't want to buy this one. I obviously hadn't clicked it, well, so I've got 3 heads of broccoli to eat, and also I accidentally bought another Basics pizza as well, so it was a bit like £1.50 or so money I didn't need to spend, but yeah, I think I'm going to have, it's not showing for some reason, I'm going to have jacket potato, I think, and baked beans and salad. Hiya, so I just got caught out by the chocolate again, but it's very late. It's sort of 11 o'clock, and my daughter really struggled going to bed. Obviously we went to bed and stuff, and she woke up and her mouth was bleeding. See her big teeth are coming through. She was, bottom was hurting. She wanted another bath. And so I went freeze by like been about started at about 8 o'clock and it's now 11 o'clock, so I've just been popping downstairs every now and again trying to do some homework, and then in the end I sort of conceded and she had a bath, obviously, because I was like, no, I think we'll try and see if we can settle you down instead of having another bath. But I have managed to sort of do a bit more as I've been going along. So in the end I sort of took the laptop up there with her and sat with her while she had because she wanted some extra stories, and so I kind of sat with her at the end. So I'm nearly done, but obviously I was going to have a jacket potato with beans, and that was a long time ago, and I'm really hungry. So I think obviously today I've used my sins on stuff that I hadn't intended on eating, but I'm not really that fussed. So I've gone, I mean I was 9.5 sins earlier, so I just had another couple of handfuls of those, the chocolate things, so I'd probably just take me up to 15 sins. I certainly don't think I've gone over. And obviously I was going to have my jacket potato now. I know it's very late, but I'm hungry and I've still got to finish my unit. I don't want to start tomorrow having not finished that unit. Then all I know I've got to do is finish the invoices. And this week coming up will be the process of the stock take, so I can sort of do the invoices at the same time as the stock take, so it won't be that bad. But I must finish this unit to get it there ready for Tuesday, because there's not much chance of getting it done on Monday, because Monday will be doing the cook for the week. But yeah, basically I've done the potato and my little shrivelled potato, and done that. I'll just microwave that for another minute. I've got myself a tin of beans, and then I've got a cucumber that I'm just going to slice up and sort of spread through it. But I'll show you when that's all prepped. Got jacket potato, baked beans and cucumber.